With all the different brands of recovery boards on the market, finding a universal mounting option is not easy. The Rhino Rack mounting system looks promising, but for $300, is it actually worth it? This is my 18-month review of the Rhino Rack Stow recovery board holder, and for disclaimer, this is not a sponsored video. I paid with my hard-earned cash, full retail price for this item that I've been using for the last 18 months on my car. Starting off with the specifications, this mount right here is designed specifically for the Rhino Rack Pioneer platform. It weighs roughly 4.5 kilos, and size-wise, it's roughly the same size as these tread recovery tracks right here, which are kind of similar size to things like Max tracks. They are made out of heavy-duty plastic and steel construction and have quick-release latches and adjustable brackets so you can really fit them how you want on your roof rack. Finally, and most importantly, the reason I purchased them is that they are a universal fit, so you can change the brands of recovery boards over time if you decide to get something better, different, smaller, bigger, whatever it is. Now for the positives. As you can see right here, it can quite easily carry 4 recovery boards. It is a simple installation procedure because it's designed specifically for the Rhino Rack platform. All you need to do is put some nuts and bolts in and off you go. There is no drilling or adjustments needed. It is a lockable item, meaning that you have security for people not to steal your gear when you're away. It is quiet and solid once it's installed and holds the boards very firmly. And finally, as I already mentioned, it is not brand specific, so you can use whatever recovery boards you want. Now for the negatives, and this is where things really start to fall apart, literally. At $300 Australian, this is by far the most expensive mounting system that I have found. It is also pretty heavy at 4.5 kilos and a little bit bulky. Another disadvantage is that it's made for the Pioneer system. So if you do have another brand of roof rack, it might not fit as easily. However, all of these negatives pale in comparison to the biggest problem of them all, which is actually the latch mechanism. This is a very clunky, unreliable, and difficult to use release mechanism. I have not had any good success at all removing these recovery boards from the roof rack, to the point where I actually ended up breaking this latch right here the last time I tried to use it. To sum everything all up, this recovery mount right here looks great on paper. It's well designed, it's easy to fit, and it's future-proof because you can change the recovery boards that you have. But in real-world conditions, the poor latch quality and the difficulty in releasing the straps poses a massive safety concern. Imagine that you're stuck in the sand on the beach and the high tide is coming in quickly. The last thing you want is to go up trying to get your recovery tracks, you're by yourself and you can't take them off. And these straps have steel inside them, so to get them cut, you're going to be working very hard unless you have some metal snips in the car. Luckily for me, I do have some metal snips, so if this did happen on the beach with the car sunk, and assuming that I wasn't flustered and I was in the right frame of mind to remember I have them, I could have cut these straps. But then when you do cut the straps, you've got no way to put them back up on the roof. So you have to throw them inside of the car or find some space, assuming you have some space. Given the unreliability of the latch, the poor build quality, and the high cost, I can't recommend this system to anybody, and I certainly will not be buying it again or putting it on my car. If you're after something more dependable, I would suggest getting a lighter, simpler mounting setup like the pin style mounts that take up very little space, weigh very little, and they're reliable. They're fast to use, they're easier to use, and they're a lot more practical when you need your recovery boards in a hurry in an emergency. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to check out this video next, where I'll walk you through the other items installed on the Land Cruiser. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.